Them white South Africans. They crying. Oh. White South Africans feel like they oppressed. They better shut their ass up. Man, if y'all don't shut the hell up, man. Now I got white fatigue. God damn. Ain't that something? Them white South Africans is like, oh, we're being oppressed, man. We gotta come to America. Don't y'all own like 80% of the land over there in South Africa, even though y'all like fucking 2%? Man, and we know what this is. This is just Donald Trump hooking up Elon Musk cousins and aunts and uncles and shit that couldn't make it in South Africa. That's all this is. This is a hookup. This is a hookup. They coming over as refugees. You don't get your white ass South Africans. God damn. See, and look it. Not all y'all be scamming and shit like that. You feel me? I'm talking to my black Africans now. You feel me? But look, man, it ain't only y'all be scamming. The white Africans be scamming too. God damn. I'm a refugee and a farmer, so give me a goddamn farmland in America. Make sure it's next to the Chinese farmland. Yeah, we know over here. All these Chinese adult immigrants coming over here, buying up land and shit next to military bases. Come on now. They ain't gonna act stupid over here now. Anyway, this is another episode of Seers Glare. You know who the hell I am. I am the Shadow Band Man. You feel me? Let me talk to my fan sector of the audience. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, and the tiny, minuscule allies that we do have. Yeah, they tiny as hell. They there. And also, my producers from Kiveon to Reeland to Byron. All right? Y'all better do this loudly and proudly. That's what I'm talking about. Love y'all and appreciate y'all. Other sector of my audience, y'all stink. To you. God damn. You suspected white supremacists. Y'all weak as hell. Y'all over there with the bootlicks and sambos trying to remix what black fatigue is. Oh my God, bro, I got black fatigue, man. What does black fatigue mean? Start sounding like that woman that got asked what woke was on national TV. Looking stupid as hell, but wrote a book about it. God damn. Y'all the biggest grifters, man. Damn. And y'all samples and bootlegs be right there with them. Jesus Christ, man. And the rest of you goddamn imbeciles that be eating on goddamn meth pipe. Y'all all could go EAD. All right? And shout out to Try to Be for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And today we got clips. We got articles. You feel me? I'm hopping right into the clips. We going right into the clips first. All right? Let's play this clip right here. And it's from Woods. Shout out to Woods. He be tweeting some good shit. You feel me? I keep telling y'all that these South African refugees are losers. LOL. They're no different than these scammy ass illegal immigrants. Oh, shit. Well, let's listen to Berber right here.
50 Afrikaners who fled to the US calling themselves refugees. You are not refugees. You are just a case study of white flight dressed up as martyrdom. You're not escaping violence. You're escaping equality. South Africa didn't chase you away. You ran. Yes, South Africa is one of the most violent countries in the world. Yes, brutality.
Hold on. Hey, you tethers out there.
Exists. But let's be honest.
Hey, you tethers out there. Which also in the hating sector of my audience should stink asses. Would you call this man divisive? Let me see if I see any of these goddamn tethers say he divisive. I'm not seeing any of these tethers saying he divisive. You feel me? Man.
Violence affects all communities, not just white farmers. Black, colored, Indian, and yes, white people are all targets of a national crime crisis. What we have is a breakdown in safety, not a white genocide. This is not ethnic cleansing, it's criminal collapse, and running to the US won't fix it. You are part of a 7% minority, but somehow still manages to control over 70% of the wealth. That is not persecution, that's privilege on a guilt trip. And let's be real, if we tried to relocate just half of the Afrikaans population, it would take decades, billions in logistics, and you'd still end up culturally homeless in a country that don't want your apartheid baggage. You're not brave, you're not victims. You're scared of a world where you don't get to be in charge, and that makes the rest of the Afrikaans community cringe, because you make us look weak. South Africa is broken, and it's our problem to solve. So if you don't have the spine to do so, stay gone.
Damn. Ooh. Saying they fleeing, saying they ain't trying to handle they stuff in their homeland. God damn, shout out to Berber that got the top ramen hair. Bro look like he got top ramen on the top of his head. But shout out to Berber, man, you feel me? Damn. He said y'all white flighting, y'all some hoes. Y'all ain't trying to stand on business and fight. You Afrikaners, y'all got 70% of the wealth and 7% of the population. Oh, they trying to make it seem like they going through some shit. They not, y'all. They not. I'm telling y'all, man. They trying to get a handout. Man, the Afrikaners, y'all trying to get a handout, huh? Elon Musk trying to plug y'all. This is an Elon Musk play, man. It's like, I know Donald Trump is the face of it and shit, but come on, let's be real. Elon Musk gave how much money to Donald Trump campaign? Man, you better know Donald Trump gonna scratch his back too. And it's scratching Elon Musk's back. It's the Elon AI robot himself. You feel me? Now, do I got some more stuff on to show y'all? Yep, let me show y'all this real quick. You feel me? I support the Black Alabama Slammers. Says 50 lying non-American white South Africans and their kids will receive American taxpayer-funded welfare. All our taxes. And I've heard one of these honkies say, when we talk about reparations was, one of these honkies was like, oh, then I ain't gonna pay no taxes. You stupid motherfucker. You pay taxes everywhere you go. Okay? Just because you buy meth and don't pay taxes on that, don't mean you don't pay taxes everywhere else. God damn. These idiots, man. You're already paying taxes and funding other goddamn groups' reparations. Shit. Funded welfare, including food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, and medical. Help that was stripped from vets, working class, retired, and poverty-stricken Americans. Let's read this from Rolling Stone. The U.S. will give about 50 white South Africans help with housing, groceries, and other needs. You son of a bitch. God damn. Man, we just helping immigrants all over the place, huh? Wow. These motherfuckers, these South Africans, they running because they failed. Just like, let's be real, 95% of the immigrants that is just running over here, they say, I'm trying to get a better life. Yeah, you trying to get a better life because you failed in your fucking homeland, man. And you coming over here taking our goddamn tax dollars. programs helping they ass out. Well, we got foundational Black Americans homeless as hell. Can't get into the programs. You kidding me? God damn. Anyway, I'm going to read this article right here. You feel me? Then I'm going to read some of this from Perplexity. All right. This off NBC News. This came out May 12th. And then some of the South Africans. You feel me? Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, South Africans, you feel me? I'm gonna say allegedly, because you know what I mean, I ain't condoning violence, you know how YouTube is. But try that boar shit over here, you gonna watch. You know how they be the boars over there, them white Africans be whooping the ass of the majority of Black Africans over there and doing all types of honky shit and physically harming them and shit. Try that shit over here. We're going to turn your ass red. You're going to be just like America, red, white, and fucking blue. Try it if you want. You're going to be speaking Solanese because it's going to be a foot in your ass, allegedly. White South Africans arrive in the U.S. as refugees, protected under Trump's carve-out. Damn. Damn. Oh, I got to get on y'all MAGA people. Oh, man, the Trumpettes. Oh, man, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Hey. See what he doing. All right, let's read some of this. Let's read some of this white fatigue. I'm fatigued of you motherfuckers at this point. God damn. You got a lot. You feel me? You trying to take more? Jesus. Why don't y'all go back to Europe? Why don't y'all do that? You know why? Because let's be real, man. And shout out to my European Black brothers and sisters that's on code out there and shit like that. But let's be real, man. From what I heard about Europe, I heard Europe, only certain parts is kind of cool. The rest of it is shit water. This is by Abigail Williams and Joy Wang. American officials welcome a group of 59 white South Africans at Washington Dulles International Airport. On Monday afternoon, in a ceremony greeting them as refugees based on the argument that they are fleeing discrimination and racially based violence in their home country. Oh, God. What? Are you kidding me? Are you? These are the same stupid motherfuckers that be like, oh, this reverse racism. You idiots. The reverse of racism is no racism. There can't be reverse racism. These new arrivals are from Afrikaner minority, the white ethnic group that ruled South Africa during apartheid. Same apartheid Elon Musk come from. You know, Mr. I'm going back to my Tesla business, and the fact is that I am Elon Musk, and I'm a billionaire, and I have a sex robot on the side. Remember we had the interview with Don Zesty Lemonade, and he thought Don Lemonade was gonna be on his side. He had Elon Musk flustered. He's like, Elon Musk was malfunctioning. I'm Don. I thought this was gonna be different. The dozen that came Monday, including families with young children, arrived on flight chartered by the State Department. Their resettlement in the U.S. comes as the Trump administration has shut down refugees' admissions from almost all other countries, including Afghanistan, Sudan. Hey, my friends! What's up, bro? These your people, Sudan, right? Or are you still cuffing goddamn white zaddy balls while you drink camel piss and you're not worried about what's going on with your lineage? The Republic of Congo and Myanmar, okay? The Afrikaners were met on arrival by U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Ledoux and Department of Homeland Security Deputy Secretary Troy Adger. LaDue said that Trump's pause of the U.S. refugee program was from the very beginning subject to exceptions when it was determined to be in the interest of the United States. He cited the example when the refugees could be assimilated easily into our country. See, this is my thing. I know Trump at the end of the day, he still is a honky. Okay. All right. Still is a honky. You feel me? He might be doing some good things, but he still do some bullshit, and he is a honky. Let's be real. All right. And that's all the saying is that look, we gonna bring in our white refugees and the white immigrants, because damn it, we gotta get our numbers up. These white women ain't giving these white men the puss. They over here giving black men all their booty cheeks, or Mexican, or you feel me? Barely Asians. I don't really see Asian men with white women. The white men going after the Asian women, though. Let's be real. Okay? So birth rates is declining. You feel me? They had zero birth rate, which means for you idiots out there, that mean that more of them are dying off than them having births, creating babies. That's what it means. Okay. But yeah, they're trying to get their white numbers up, man. And hey, Donald Trump, man, even though this could be a scratch of the back of Elon Musk, still though, just saying, like, we ain't gonna, you feel me? Oh, and don't get it effed up. Them Democrats be on the bullshit too. They speak cracker knees very well too. Okay, but we on Trump's ass today. Okay, they tell quite harrowing stories of the violence that they faced in South Africa. Oh, boo-hoo. That was not redressed by the authorities by the unjust application of the law. Wait a minute. If most of these niggas own the shit, right? You feel me? And they saying it's the law. I'm pretty sure most of them, you know, they in law too. Are they abusing their own and they not saying it? Or are they gonna try to put this on the black Africans? They gonna be like, nah, y'all's abusing them, even though y'all don't got no goddamn y'all don't got no ownership of shit. You feel me? Y'all the black Africans over there, not all of them, but a good majority of them, you feel me? Living in goddamn shanty towns and shit, but they abusing the white Afrikaners that own, and I think 70% is low. I think these motherfuckers own like 85% and up. But they abusing y'all though. God damn. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sweating over here off of white fatigue, man. This shit is tiring. This shit is tiring. Let me turn my fan up. You feel me? Because white fatigue has got me all hot over here and shit. God damn. All right. The United States, as we were proud to say, has stood for equal justice under the law and the fair and impartial application of the law. In an executive order issued on February 7th, Trump said the United States would help with resettling Afrikaners refugees escaping government-sponsored race-based discrimination, including racially discriminatory property confiscation. What? He condemned that we called the country's shocking disregard of its citizens' rights. I want to hear that shit. They taking back they shit. Y'all, you know what happened in apartheid, right? Them French and Dutch motherfuckers came to Africa and took the shit, took the resources, all that shit. They just taking back they shit. I mean, hey. I ain't gonna lie, I've been hearing stories that they be doing that to us black Americans too. When we go over there, we pay for the shit and they confiscate it. They just doing it to y'all now, which is actually rightfully so, because you feel me, y'all stole it from them first. Okay? Race-based discrimination. If y'all don't get the flying fuck out of here, god damn. He condemned blah, blah, blah. I don't hear no more of that shit. All right. Government Specifically saying the government has seized the agricultural property of white Afrikaners without compensating them. They are doing this to themselves because most of them in the government, them Afrikaners, they running the government over there. So they doing it to themselves. It's called eminent domain. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm telling y'all right now, this to play. This to play, y'all. They sending them over there. They want to say some more racial discrimination, blah, blah, blah. That's horse crap. They bringing them over here for cheap labor and to boost their numbers up because they're going to be like, okay, some of you South white Africans, man, y'all come over here and you feel me? Like, y'all start sleeping with some of these American white women so we could get this white birth rate up. You feel me? And not only that, since y'all got y'all shit taken over there, you could come over to America, but your ass gonna work for dirt cheap like the rest of the immigrants. Telling y'all, they killing two birds with one ugly ass stone. The executive order also said the United States will no longer provide aid or assistance to South Africa. It came after a new South African land went into effect and seems to reflect the views of Elon Musk. So they ain't get the head of the Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, who was born and raised in South Africa. Wait a minute, hold on. They're not giving aid to South Africa no more? And y'all know what they've been trying to do, right? These tech motherfucking bros like Elon Musk and all the rest of them techie tech heads, they trying to go over to Africa and do what Akon tried to do. They trying to build smart cities and shit. You feel me? Hey, I'm gonna be convinced, man, at this point, man. Y'all, like 90% of you goddamn Africans from white to black, hell, it's about to be Asian Africans now because they over there, they going over there slapping African women cheeks. And, you know, their kids gonna be born in there and shit. 90% of you motherfuckers be scamming. God damn. Oh my goodness. Y'all over there bullshitting. And this crazy right here. Ain't gonna give no more funding. They're gonna drop down the price of South Africa. And then Elon Musk and the rest of his techie bros is gonna buy up the goddamn real estate over there and then start building they ugly ass smart cities. It's the same as gentrification. Same play, different face. That's all it is. It ain't nothing different. All right. God damn. I'll tell you this much though, you South Africans gonna come over here and they're gonna drop you in white neighborhoods, and I'm telling you right now, y'all gonna have a hard time. Y'all gonna have a hard time. Man, the American whites gonna be on y'all asses. I'm telling y'all that right now. They just ain't gonna like y'all because of y'all accent. Watch. I'm telling y'all right now. The law has been depicted by some whites in South Africa and some on the right in the U.S. as specifically targeting white farmers. That's false. To take away their land. The South African government and experts dispute this. Nothing that the law allows for exportation. I said exportation. Expropriation. Am I saying that right? I'm sounding stupid right now. Expropriation. Expropriation. In cases when the land is not being used or the public interest in the redistributions. Eminent domain. That's what it is. Similar to eminent domain laws in the U.S. Yeah, same goddamn thing. Okay. In February, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa pushed back on claims it was a land grab. Okay, I don't know. Goddamn, why I do this shit? Hold on. Let's look up who the president is real quick, because I don't know who the president is of South Africa. Okay, this is the president of South Africa. You feel me? Right here. All right, they claiming that he's trying to do eminent domain. Hey, man, if he's trying to get his land, if he's trying to get his people his land back, man, I ain't going to be mad at it. Y'all need to do a simple Google search of fucking apartheid, man. Jesus Christ. They recently adopted the Expropriation Act. See, said it right there. It's not a confiscation instrument, but a constitutionally mandate legal process that ensures public access to land in an equitable and just manner is guided by the Constitution. This shit eminent domain. This is a fancy way of saying it. All right. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, farmers are being killed, Trump told reporters. They happen to be white. Whether they are white or black makes no difference to me. White farmers are being brutally killed and land is being confiscated in South Africa. White House deputy, I don't give a rat's ass what he got to say. Okay. Officials in South Africa have disputed that claim. It is most regrettable that it appears that the resettlement of South Africans to the United States under the guise of being refugees is entirely politically motivated and designed to question South Africa's constitutional democracy, a country which has in fact suffered 2 prosecutions under apartheid. Who is leading that shit, y'all? Sure wasn't the black South Africans there. I'm telling you that right now. You feel me? Apartheid was led by people that look like Elon Musk. Yeah. Just saying. Crispin Fari, a spokesperson for South Africa's Ministry of International Relations Cooperation, said in a statement Friday. All right. Lando, the deputy, and here, there's a couple of pictures of some of the South Africans, you feel me? You know what I mean? Bro, right here look like he say nigga 3 times a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You feel me? You know what I mean? All right. Why? Look, they already trying to simulate. They got American flags. At least they ain't waving their South African flags. Actually, I gotta take it back. Because once they assimilate, they might start doing, you're going to start seeing South African parades, and they're going to be full of white folks. You're going to be confused as hell. Like, what the fuck? Ladu, the Deputy Secretary of State, reiterated, I don't give a fuck what he reiterated, because we already heard what he had to say. Okay? All right, let's read some of this from Perplexity, which is going to be the new Google, y'all. I'm telling y'all that right now. White South Africans coming to America. I wrote that in Perplexity, and this was the overview. In May 2025, a group of 59 white South African, primarily Afrikaners, arrived in the United States after being granted refugee status by the Trump administration. This event has sparked significant political debate and controversy both in South Africa and the U.S., highlighting issues of race, immigration policies, and international relations. Who are the refugees? The Afrikaners. Look at this number, y'all. Afrikaners number about 2.7 million in South Africa, population of 62 million, which is more than 80% black. So y'all almost own as much fucking resources and land as the amount of black people out in Africa. God damn. Hey, man, my African brothers and sisters, man, what y'all need to do, the ones that's on code, what y'all need to do, first of all, y'all need to probably take a book out of Ibram Torrey, you feel me? Second, y'all need to call out your tether class. Stop sending them motherfuckers over here to the States with they stink asses smelling like Axe body spray of hyena piss. Third, what y'all need to do, y'all got 80%, man. Y'all need to bond together like Voltron and put some foot to ass. Reasons for relocation. The Trump administration justified granting refugee status to these individuals on the grounds of racial discrimination and violence. You kidding me? Okay. In South Africa, particularly referencing attacks on white farmers and alleged government blah, blah, blah. We read that shit. President Trump and allies have claimed that white South Africans, especially farmers, face genocide and state-sponsored discrimination. Although these claims have been widely discredited by international observers and the South African government, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa strongly rejected the notion that Afrikaners are being prosecuted, labeling the immigrants as cowards for leaving rather than working to address the country's challenges. He called them some hoes. You weak ass motherfuckers. You feel me? And I guess it's just in the blood of most Africans at this point. Shout out to y'all Africans that's on code and standing on business, fighting for what y'all need to fight for in your homeland. But I guess it's in y'all blood that most of y'all just fucking flee. From white to black, and now it's gonna be a influx of Asian Africans that are gonna be born in these couple of years, because we see the videos. There's more Asian men going over to Africa. Arrival and reception. Don't give a rat's ass. Okay. Reactions and controversy. Let's read this. The move has deepened tensions between the U.S. and South Africa, with South African authorities accusing the U.S. of misunderstanding or interfering in domestic issues. Human rights organizations and political figures have criticized the selective nature of the refugees' admissions, calling it a racial twist. Why y'all bringing race in it? Huh? Y'all, you know they love to tell us that. Why y'all bringing race in it? You know why? Because fucking race matters. It's in everything. Okay? On U.S. immigration policy, social media and public discourse in South Africa have been polarized, with some condemning President Ramaphosa's remarks and others supporting his stance that South Africans should remain to address their country's problems. Yeah, especially if y'all sending them over here. Send them to Europe. Hell, send them to Australia or some shit, man. Why y'all send them? Why y'all? Let's read the conclusion. All right. The arrival of white South African refugees in the U.S. under a special policy carve-out has reignited debates over race, immigration, and international perceptions of South Africa's post-apartheid reforms. While the U.S. administration frames the move as a response to alleged prosecution, South African leaders and many international observers dispute the necessity and fairness of this action. Okay. Now, let me show y'all this real quick. All right. I want to show y'all this tweet right quick. And it's from some chick named I Am Leah. She said, yes, we prefer white South Africans over third world savages. I own it. It's that easy. I'm not ashamed in any way. Well, who you referring to as third world savages? Because, I mean, shit, it's third world savages in these white goddamn countries, and it's third world savages in goddamn these black countries. You feel me? And in these Asian countries. Who are you talking about? This is very vague. I ain't going to assume I think I know what she's talking about. You feel me? But it's kind of vague. Because, I mean, shit. Europe, they got the third world type of ordeals over in that motherfucker. Also in Russia. So who are you talking about? I Am Leah. You feel me? I'm pretty sure because she put the white. We know who you talk about. So this just sounds like some more cracker knees. But I digress. You feel me? Come on, Griot. God damn. And look right here, y'all. Trump accused of expanding global white supremacist agenda with South Africa refugees program. This is by Garen Keith Gaynor. All right. Before I read that, because I want to read this, it's kind of the opposing view on things. South Africans dispute claims of genocide against white farmers in the country. So it ain't no mother effing genocide over there. This is all a play, y'all. This is all a play. I'm telling y'all. They're bullshitting over here. Them white folks over there living lavish. Let's be real. We seen the clips. We see how they do. All right. And then We're gonna read this too off of Rolling Stone, but let's read this one first. All right. Make it bigger for blind people like me. President Donald Trump is being accused by critics of escalating a global white supremacist agenda after his administration launched a new refugee program for white South Africans under the guise of racial discrimination. This is incredibly aggressive and bold declaration of the administration's priorities and their priority to essentially reestablish the idea of white supremacy as not only acceptable but necessary. Joseph Tauton, a Pan-African activist and founder of Interconnected Justice, told the Grill, "Hey, Joseph, you better talk about fucking what's going on with Nigeria, too, where they shutting down Pan-African activists over there, and they were trying to shit on Abri and Tori. Y'all, you better been talking about that, too. All right? And that Pan-African shit is dead. It's over. It's deceased." Tolton is among many advocates and elected officials criticizing the Trump administration foreign and domestic policies as deliberately anti-black. On Monday, before heading to the Middle East for his first major international trip in his second term, President Trump claimed white farmers in South Africa were victims who were being brutally killed as part of a genocide, which we just saw that's actually false. And we saw one of the white South Africans that's over in South Africa saying this shit is false. But anyway, and their land confiscated. The South African government forcefully debunked those claims. Only 8 farmers were killed on farms in 2024. Reports the BBC. Despite white Afrikaners making up 7.3% of South African population, they own majority of the country's farmland. The issue of land ownership has been decades old an issue in South Africa following the end of the country racist apartheid system in the early 1990s, y'all. That ain't too long ago. South African president. Okay, we probably don't need to read that because we don't kind of know much about what he's talking about. Don't read that. Nah. Oh, stop this, y'all. This black and brown shit. Stop saying that. God damn, man. Every time I see it, it's like, come on. Political Africans, particularly who has for years worked to build the political power of Africans. Okay, particularly the LGBTQ plus community. All right. It is a message to Africans, but it's also a message to African Americans. In any context in which your soft power has generated some tangible, deep, and abiding political outcome that drive and establish black equity nationally or globally, he told the Griot. Who said this? Is this his Talton guy? He told the Griot, the Trump administration is rebuking that resistance to recording, and they are doing it in a bold and open and ugly, transparent way. Advocates say there is no daylight between Trump's latest action with the respect to South Africa, DEI policies, the fucking program. DEI help mainly white women. Can we stop the bullshit and stop taping for DEI? That help white women, man. God damn, do y'all goddamn Ricky Smiley research. All you gotta do is do a couple of Google things. God damn. Stop. You know what? It don't matter. These people Pan-Africanness. When y'all notice that? Certain people that be fighting and have these certain ideologies, they should be saying certain things where you're like, oh, God. Most recently, Carl Hayden, the first woman in African American to serve as the Librarian of Congress, was fired by the Trump after being accused of pushing a woke agenda. Suck my nuts. Stop saying woke is with this liberal left freaking the LGBTQ, all that bullshit. Woke does not mean that. I'm taking the word back. Woke mean that black people was enlightened and knew about the goddamn bullshit system and ideology of white supremacy and was not asleep to the freaking fact. That's what woke means. Stop this horse shit. I'm taking woke back. Okay? Woke agenda. Would y'all shut the hell up? All right. And we Black American. God damn, man. The griot. All right, let me read this shit over here. Okay. Suddenly Elon Musk Gronk can talk about it all. I'm sounding like goddamn Elon Musk right here. Goddamn. Talk about is white genocide in South Africa. He always looked like he like chewing on a Sour Patch. Don't y'all notice that Elon Musk always looked like he like an evil villain from like James Bond or an evil villain of what is that freaking movie? Oh my god, I can't think of it. The one he'd be what is the movie? Groovy Baby. He say that line. What is that movie? I can't think of the movie right now. Austin Powers. He looked like a bad guy from Austin Powers. Like, I'm Elon Musk and I'm about to steal all your money. God damn. Support journalism. Man, well, we ain't gonna be reading this. We're gonna read the first line. Elon Musk calls the current version of Gronk a large language model developed by blah blah blah. We know what the hell Gronk is. Okay, it's a headline. We're not reading it. Rolling Stone want me to subscribe. Rolling Stone, I would never subscribe to your goddamn article, you goddamn hunky. Never. All right. Now, with that being said, let me show y'all this real quick. And shout out to the company. White trash activities, or how they say on TikTok, because TikTok got y'all talking like, God damn, you can't say white. You can't say nothing over in TikTok. All right. So YT trash activities. And as you can see, the new series, Cracker, upcoming movie Cracker, imagines a world in which whites are enslaved and black people rule over America. I might have to watch this.
So everybody has been talking about this new series, Cracker. You can see the trailer on YouTube. Basically, the premise of the show, it's a modern day series where it's about where black people become slave owners and white people become the slaves. Like, and it's, you know, I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos of conservative white people that are super scared by this premise coming up, right? They're like, oh my God, what if this actually happens? This is going to cause a divide. Like, let me tell you something, white people. If you're scared by this premise, it's because you've been shitty to black people over the years. Because me, I'm not worried about this premise of this TV show at all. Because even if this did happen in real life and white people became slaves to black people, I know that I would get to be a house cracker.
Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus.
Would get to be a house cracker. I would get to be like the Samuel L. Jackson's character in the movie Django Unchained. Like a bunch of like the redneck Trump supporters would be out in the field picking cotton and shit, and I'd be in the house with a cane going like, well.
If it's modern day slavery, we in this modern day time, wait for you niggas to pick cotton? What the fuck? Y'all do a terrible job anyway. Hey, and Righteous, thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate you. First of all, y'all couldn't be out in the sun that long. Y'all would literally explode. Y'all explode like how a vampire would. Y'all be out in that sun that long, y'all would freaking explode, nigga. Like, y'all be... I digress.
Well, we got ourselves another cracker. Like, I would be like the Uncle Ruckus of this movie. If this movie came to...
Uncle Ruckus of crackers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Hey man, them folks, man, they just scared of everything. Y'all just scared of, oh my God, the black people gonna turn us into slaves. Oh, this movie, man, they gonna have us out there picking. What will we have white folks picking? We ain't gonna have y'all picking cotton. All right. You feel me? We're gonna have y'all picking Bitcoin. Go pick some Bitcoin, motherfucker. We know y'all can't stand out in the sun. Hell, look at me, man. I need sunscreen. And even when I'm out in the sun and I got sunscreen, I might get sunburned. Y'all think y'all gonna be out in there picking cotton for 12 hours and goddamn exhausting heat? Are you kidding me? God damn, man. Sometimes, man, the folks, man, y'all just don't be thinking with y'all brain. Y'all be thinking with y'all ass. I don't know what to tell you. God damn, man. Shit. Anyway, y'all, we about to play the slapper of the day. And the slapper of the day coming from some Childish Gambino. I wanted to slap some Childish Gambino. Okay. And I wanted to slap off this 2014 album, Koyai. I guess that's how you say it. But we about to play this right here. Pop Thieves. Make It Feel Good. Featuring Jaden. Woo! Y'all check out the track list so y'all can stream it.
Now that we have found this love, babe, I've never felt this real. Oh, loving you, that's all I know, babe. You make me feel so high. Oh no, I just wanna feel your love, babe. You know I'm down to ride. Oh no, your song, in your hands, mine. And I'm holding you tight, make it feel good. Let me hold it down. I'm so glad we found it's whatever you like. Make it feel good. 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 Now that we have found this love, babe, these haters can't say shit. I know sometimes it's hard when I'm so far. I know you miss this thing. Let's go somewhere far away, babe, where we don't need no phone. 'Cause now that we have found love, babe, you'll never be alone. When it's all in your hands and mine, and I'm holding you tight, make it feel good. Let me hold it down. I'm so glad we found it's whatever you like. Make it feel good. Make it feel good. You need to slow it down. Yeah. I'm so tired of wasting all this time. I need your love right now.
Y'all better be gigging out there. Yeah.
Make you feel good, 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 make you feel good.
Fire. And we played a whole song over here, y'all.
I used to walk on the beach at night.
best time was when, well, me and you, we got our friends and we got a tent. We slept in it. Not the whole night, but just enough time. Magic happened. Nothing was born, luckily. It's up to me, but then we left. The times have changed. The pleasures that I feel, they say you never say never is real. Electric eels in the water, we should probably not go deep. I like to stare at you and look at when you sleep, like to write a poem for you, leave it for you in your room. Under the moon, romance.
That was Pop Thieves, Make It Feel Good by Childish Gambino, featuring Jaden Smith to be exact. Of the 2014 album Kanuyai or Kayui, or how the hell you say that shit. Y'all see it. But more slappers I'm gonna play from Childish Gambino. I really like Childish Gambino. He be having slappers. All right. But with that being said, phone lines is opened up. All right. Y'all want to talk, call in and talk about the white South Africans being shipped over here to America as refugees. How y'all feel about it? The number is 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. All right. Also, I got the link to StreamYard. It is pinned to the top of the chat of YouTube. StreamYard gets priority. All right. If you come on StreamYard though, you at least gotta show your face on the backstage. So I know you ain't on no bullshit and trying to do some old weird ass shit. All right. But the link is there. Also, the link to the album I just put in the chat. It's on YouTube and Twitch though. On Twitter, the hyperlinks don't work. So you got to come over to YouTube or Twitch. Preferably YouTube. YouTube is a lot of interaction. A lot of people be engaging. So come over here on the YouTube, Kamal Johnson Network. Once again, Kamal Johnson Network. And like I said, the phone lines is open. Having the phone line open for 5 minutes. 619-609-7383. Call in, let y'all voice be heard. You feel me? Hold on. Click the wrong thing. Also, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Forever Progressing Legacy. Y'all saw I just put the link to the store, YouTube and Twitch. Also, here y'all go. See some of the garments? Yep. You got McDonald's money in the McDonald's fries right there. Bye, y'all. You know what I mean? The beginning of a good story. So, boom. You know, so, hey, let me tell you something. Yeah, y'all know. Okay? Shout out to my sponsor. All right? I got anything else? Any other links at the moment? Nah, but y'all know when I had the phone lines open or StreamYard link open, that is the time that I show other things that I wanted to show y'all. Sub segments. First of all, is this why they be hating on Isaiah Thomas so much? I noticed they give Isaiah Thomas a lot of shit. You feel me? And I always wondered why. Because I'm like, that seems respectable, seems like a cool dude. He's a legend and all. You feel me? But this might be the reason why. NBA legend Isaiah Thomas says Black Americans have always been in America. Well, let's listen.
We have tools in our hand to know. You aren't being taught Black American history in schools, but now we can still go out and find that history. It's not like when we grew up and maybe it was buried someplace in the encyclopedia. All you got to do is go type in some words and you can get it right now and understand where you come from and how special you are.
Can I just end with this one thing? These four brothers sitting here, we didn't all come from Africa. and there was a country before 1492, and our history goes way beyond 1492. So you can't start us at 1492. We were always here. We were always here.
Let's say we're
Always here.
bam, and it's just an internet thing. I thought Black Americans, Foundation of Black America, I thought it was an internet fad. I thought it was an internet fad ran by our leader, Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to that brother too, man. Y'all love to call a lineage that we have as we have a leader. That don't make no goddamn sense. But I thought it was just an internet thing, y'all. Didn't y'all think that too? Don't they? You always hear that? Oh, this shit's on the internet, bro. This some internet shit. That's probably why they be hating on Isaiah Thomas so much. You feel me? Some things is coincidental, some things ain't. I don't think it ain't coincidental that they give Isaiah Thomas so much motherfucking flack, and he has this type of mindset. Look how they do Kyrie Irving. Anyway, I want to show this last thing before I close down the phone lines. Phone lines, once again, still open. 619-609-7383. Also, I got the StreamYard link. It's pinned to the YouTube channel. All the hyperlinks is on the YouTube or Twitch. I can't put it on Twitter. It doesn't work. Come over to YouTube. Kamal Johnson Network. All right. But I gotta show this shit again. God damn. Why they got Danny DeVito? Why do they have this as a black woman? This is Danny DeVito. These statues is ass. I'm sorry. Now, this one, it's okay. But the rest of these statues, nah, it's not even okay either. They got this woman look like she about to get into a street fight. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? These statues, man. God damn. Oh my God, man. This one right here, they got her with the French painter hat like she about to go paint some goddamn stars and shit. And I don't get it. Why do they got all the black women breasts in their stomach? God damn, y'all think black women got saggy titties or something? This is crazy, man. This is the worst statue, though, man. This ain't. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go there. This look like a transgender statue. I'm sorry. This looked like a transgender statue. This looked like Danny DeVito done got a boob job. Good Lord. Like my bro Daryl would say, them statues look like they musty. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to close down the phone lines. If y'all want to call in and leave a voicemail, the number is 619-609-7383. If you call in and leave a voicemail, I will play it on the next episode. All right. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. You feel me? It is the start of the weekend. I got my adult juice over here. Adult juice, if you get my drift. Sipping it like, you know how a kid sip juice. You got to. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. This is another episode of the Seers Glare. You know who the hell I am. I am the Shadow Band Man. The way you get around the Shadow Band, just hit that notification bell. What y'all been doing? I love it. I love it. Hit that notification bell. Hell yeah. The rest of the stuff, y'all can do whatever. I don't be telling y'all need to do the rest of the stuff that the other tubers be saying. Y'all done heard it a million times. Y'all know what to do. If y'all want to do it, y'all do it. If not, Oh well. Anyway, to my fan sector of the audience, I hope y'all have a lovely weekend. I hope you get everything that you put to your mind this weekend. I hope you get it. I hope it's prosperous. I hope it's everything that you want in life to get over the weekend. I hope you get it. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, and the minuscule allies that we do have. Also, my producers, Kiwi, Breland, Byron. I appreciate y'all. Also, Try to Beat. I was watching on Twitter. I saw you in the chat, man. I appreciate you. Y'all better be doing this as loudly and proudly that you freaking can while I've been saying it. Let's go. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah. And the rest of y'all down the line is going to be, you know what I mean, liking, reposting this stuff. Because some of y'all might not can catch the live, but I noticed y'all do be liking and reposting down the line. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Now the other sector of my audience. You suspected white hunkies. You goddamn crackers. And y'all got a movie coming now. It's probably already out. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch it. You Sambo bootlicks. Pathetic. God damn. And the rest of you goddamn imbeciles and idiots that uphold that weak-ass ideology of white supremacy, y'all all could go eat a dick. Yep, I said it. I didn't even abbreviate it this time. And I hope your weekend is ass. With that being said, do I got anything else I want to show y'all, tell y'all? Actually, I don't. I don't got nothing else to really show y'all, tell y'all. My final note is this. I feel like Donald Trump is trying to give some payback to Elon Musk, because Elon Musk donated to his campaign. So Elon Musk is like, you need to you got to get my cousins and my aunties and uncles and over here to the United States and make it seem like it's racism. Tesla. So I think this is like they're playing it as they're refugees, so he can have the white South Africans come over here for cheap labor. Anytime they bring over goddamn immigrants in this type of way, it's for cheap labor. Let's be freaking real. But at the same time, it's some fugazi-ish, because most of them South Africans that are white over there is living lavish. They ain't trying to leave. These ones that are leaving or whatever, these are the ones that failed. I played a clip from you from a white South African that's in South Africa. He's saying basically they failed. They weak. They suck. And they leaving. And he calling them some bitch ass motherfuckers because they leaving and ain't trying to stand on business. So I feel like all of this is a play. You feel me? And at the end of the day, we know what happened in South Africa when it comes to apartheid. Yeah. With that being said, I am your favorite broadcaster's favorite broadcaster. I am your favorite news anchor, Hope y'all have a good, lovely day, evening, whenever the hell you consuming this news content. Have a lovely one of it. Unless you're in the hate sector of my audience, I hope you stub your toe on the edge of the bed and you have a goddamn limp for 2 months. I'm out of here, y'all.